The Matrix is a system, Neo.
That's my only fan.
That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress?
A dude?
Look again. Who is it?
That wasn't a woman?
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them.
What are they?
Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone.
I won't lie to you here. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
What?
I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits?
No, Neo. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to.
I identify as an innocent human being.
God is good. He's alive. Go get our boy. One American behind enemy lines. Wounded, surrounded. We bring him home.
Viper 1-2. Hang in there. We're coming. Danger close. Keep your heads down.
Colonel, let's go home.
Package secure. Heading to extract.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Oak Society. This is episode number 1083. It is April 8th, 2026. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course, my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the eyes down the chats over on pilled.net. Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the show. Welcome to day one of the ceasefire. We got everything, guys, for you as far as updates, what's going on. JD Vance is taking the lead on this. And it looks like FBI Director Kash Patel just made an announcement that they arrested the so-called leaker to the media about the operation that went down over the last weekend. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But, fam, we have so much to get into. Is Israel going to fuck this all up? What is all the fake news going on out there? And so much more, guys. Oh, Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham, very upset. Very, very upset. So we have a lot to get into, guys, as always. So if you all can, please smash the red pill. Keep those gold pills flowing, the stickers fine, and please give my mods all the possible love we can possibly give them. We got a big show, guys. It is Wing Wednesday as well. Taco Tuesday was pretty gay. And I didn't realize what Trump being called a taco was until last night. Trump always chickens out. You know, a lib mate. It's like when the libs try to make memes, they try to make these gay acronyms. Super retarded. My God. Guys, I mean, at least try a little bit harder, okay? Retard. So we got Don't Tread on Me, Enemy My Enemy. We got Down Home out there. Francine, welcome in. We got Dong Sock, as always. Jace with a Q, welcome. Firehorse, Viking Man, Brandy with a B. Red Billy in the house. Wigged Vixen, we got Scorch. White Wings, we also got who else? Dark Sunblade, Fiona Shrek. Shadow Man, you need some milk? What up, milk? Tootsie Roll, Pat McFly says Canada is fucked. Something happened in Canada today? Let me know. What did the guy do now? My goodness. We also, who we got? We got Salty Psycho in the house. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome. Jonan OKC, Thumprock, Optimist Grind in the house. Liberty is alive. Welcome, friends. Hi, Rel. Thank you so much. Who else? We got Silly Boar. Welcome in, friend. OH Patron in the house. Tennessee Girl crushing as always. Dewana Q of Lurks. Welcome. Fuji Cash out there. What up, Fuji? Who else we got? Let's see. I'm like, why am I looking over so hard? I don't need to do that. Who else we got? I have not named in the chat. Texas Trump Girl out there. Welcome in. Great to see you. Awesome. Condition base as always. I saw Jack Attack up there. Candelicious. Welcome. Bang, bang, finger bang. My goodness. Clover Lily out there. Welcome. DHX. Welcome in, friend. Haymaker. Lynn RC. My goodness. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go over to the YouTube chat. What's going on over there? It is PR Patriot double dipping. Blue Crow, as always. Little Cat holding it down, as always, as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we got Trulio1 and Little Cat and Skyworks, which is now over on Pill, because I saw Skyworks. Awesome. So, I don't know if you guys saw the news. This has nothing to do with any of the actual news today. So yeah, real quick, guys, I just went on a complete thrash party as soon as the stream shut down last night, just rubbing everyone's faces in the I told you so's. Really, really good and really hard, and I didn't give a shit. I went absolutely haywire, and if you guys have notifications turned on me on X, You probably see about 10 or 12 of them of just going absolutely crazy and just I don't know if I've used the word retard so many times in my life within the last 2 days. But I've be back. Be back. I don't know. Okay. Awesome. All right. At least it's out of our system now. For fuck's sake, man. Okay. I think we're good. Refresh. Thanks, Drunk Pinata. I appreciate it. So, basically, what I was getting at, guys, D-Live has made an official announcement that they are shutting down. And I took the opportunity because if you guys remember, after YouTube nuked literally all of us at the same time, Rumble didn't have a live streaming platform yet, and we all went to D-Live. D-Live was more than happy to host us for a certain amount of time. They made a shit ton of money off of all the Q peeps. Salty Cracker was there. A lot of us end up migrating over there. They made a ton of money, and it was one Media Matters article that was put out against D-Live to basically shit on us, as they always did. And D-Live caved, and they took away all of our monetization and basically made the platform completely useless. And now D-Live is closing their doors permanently, and they're shutting down, and they're telling everyone to get their money out of the platform, and that all subscriptions to them are going to be completely canceled, and they are done. So at the end of my Retard Palooza that I was doing yesterday, I made sure that I gave them a nice comment as well, and said, "Good fucking riddance, you scumbags. All it took was one Media Matters article to cancel all of us. We didn't forget, and I'm so happy you're now closing your damn doors." So it was a nice we told you so at the end of it all, guys. And now, yeah, D-Live is out. They are done. And guess who's still here? That's right, Pill.net. So that being said, guys, we have a lot to get into. I want to do a news blitz right now. I'm glad the disconnect happened, at least not during the news blitz. It would have happened if we didn't do that delay. So, guys, smash the red pill. Keep the gold pills flowing. We're at 1,200 gold pills, guys. 20K is that daily goal. Let's keep that rock and rolling. Let's do a news blitz, guys. It's Wing Wednesday. Let's fucking do it. Oh, this is just, oh, so good. You guys know how the UK is like, hey, we'll help out in Iran. Well, the HMS Dragon, the one ship that they sent out there, the only Royal Navy ship deployed to the Middle East, returned support after technical issues with water system. You guys cannot make this up. Brits were all angry at Trump saying the UK doesn't even have a Navy, but then you have this. HMS Dragon is the only Royal Navy warship deployed in the conflict zone with Iran, but even the solitary destroyer has headed to port due to maintenance issues. If you are a Brit, guys, out of the UK, I don't know how else you can be proud of your country at this point. Absolute embarrassment. We're going to talk about this in NATO in just a little bit. Over here, guys, with the Gateway Pundit, we have more boom booms coming out of the Panama Canal. This is a major explosion under Panama Canal's bridge of the Americas, kills at least one, and there's an investigation underway. This is a crazy story that no one's really talking about. 2 days after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio called out China for detaining dozens of Panama-flagged vessels, a huge explosion under a bridge in the canal area revived fear out of control sabotage. Quote, an apocalyptic footage shows the moment a fuel tanker exploded under a bridge near the Panama Canal, almost engulfing traffic in a fireball. Absolutely insane. Orange flames came perilously close to consuming vehicles in Panama City on Monday, according to footage shared online. One person was killed in the massive fireball. They're still investigating this, guys. We're going to keep an update on this because the Panama Canal, one of the two major choke points, including the Strait of Hormuz, which now it looks like America and Iran are going to be controlling together. And over here, guys, with the Gateway Pundit, it looks like Artemis 2 is already returning home to the Earth after a historic and emotional mission that was orbiting the moon. Yeah, that was pretty short-lived, but NASA astronauts Christina Koch, Victor Glover, and Reed Wiseman, as well as Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, are returning home after their first lunar mission in half a century. Artemis 2 completed the history-making moon orbit on Monday the 6th, having reached the record distance of 756,000 miles away from the Earth. The crew is now heading back to Earth, and it looks like they were just collecting information, I guess. Guys on the backside of the moon, the dark side of the moon, whatever it was. Aliens, Chinese men, maybe Americans already hanging out on lunar bases out there. We have no idea. People think space is fake. Let's carry on. Over here from Zero Edge, guys, Russia ferries 175 Russian nuclear scientists out of Iran via land border with Armenia. Russia has announced that it successfully evacuated a last main group of Russian workers from Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant, which has been hit several times by U.S.-Israeli strikes throughout the over 1 month long war. A group of 175 Russian employees of Rosatom Atomic Energy Corps were evacuated via land route through northern Iran before taking a flight out of the Armenian capital of Yerevan to Moscow. And the fact that we have Russians literally helping all these clowns build, nuclear weapons, again, it just tells you, why would there be so many scientists if these guys were really not making these weapons? It's unbelievable to me, guys. The psyops are real. And, it looks like Russia, once again, egg on their face. Over here from Connecting Anon, the DOJ Civil Rights Division has opened a probe into former Trump White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson, yes, Miss Clavicles herself, according to the New York Times, investigating whether she committed perjury during her 2022 testimony before the House January 6th committee. She testified that President Trump encouraged the crowd to march to the Capitol knowing it could turn violent, and claimed he lunged at a Secret Service agent in the presidential limo, a claim later contradicted by the witnesses. Remember how Trump took out all the Secret Service, Jackie Chan to everybody, and said, fuck it, drive us to the Capitol, bring the beast to the Capitol. And as he was throwing plates of food on the wall, smearing ketchup everywhere, yeah, that Cassidy Hutchinson, well, she's coming in for questioning, and it's gonna be really funny because she made a whole book on this shit. I hope she gets grilled. Over here, guys, some amazingly sad news from the post-millennial. Career criminal accused in brutal stabbing death of Irina Zarutska deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial. Yeah, the black dude that ended this poor young woman's life, deemed insanely crazy. To Carlos Brown Jr., the man charged with murdering Ukrainian refugee Irina aboard a Charlotte, North Carolina light rail in August, has been deemed incapable to proceed in a state murder case. A new court filing has revealed. The Tuesday court filing from Brown's attorney stated that a capacity evaluation was conducted at the Central Regional Hospital, a state psychiatric hospital, in December, with Brown being deemed incapable to proceed. The filing also stated that a hearing cannot take place while Brown remains in federal custody for his federal case, and furthermore, should the court accept the findings of Central Regional Hospital, any resulting orders to attempt to restore capacity to the defendant cannot be effectuated while the defendant is in federal custody. So, guys, basically, what's going on right now, from what I understand, his attorneys are trying to delay this another 6 months to push this out. They're going to do everything they can to squash this. I don't think this dude gets out of any type of repercussions. I don't know what this means now as far as him getting tried for this. We're going to follow this up, but I really hope, guys, I know the DOJ under Trump said they were not going to let this animal just walk free, so it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes, but I hope this motherfucker rots in jail or something just terrible happens where he might not be on this planet anymore. Over here in the Gateway Pundit, ESPN is set to begin layoffs due to unexpected revenue dip because no one's watching that woke dog shit anymore. And yes, the drug dealer that was sentenced that killed Matthew Perry, named as the Ketamine Queen, drug dealer was sentenced to 15 years in jail for selling Fatal Dose of Friends icon. Absolutely terrible. And last but not least, guys, Tyler Robinson is going to be bringing expert witness who specializes in obtaining changes of venue like he did in Brian Koberger's case. And fam, I hope this doesn't happen. With that being said, guys, that is today's News Blitz. Crazy times, guys. Crazy times. I really hope they can figure out how to get that clown, that fucking murdering clown, that subprime fucking human. I hope they can figure out a way to throw his ass in prison for the rest of his life. That dude deserves to be put down, guys. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if that's, extreme violent rhetoric. It's not. It's really not. What he did to that young woman is disgusting. It's horrific. It's non-human. I don't think you can be a human being to carry things out like that. And to shield it in mental incompetence is just fucking disgusting to me. And I think sometimes people just, they worn out their welcome on this planet. They do atrocities like this. And, it just shows you in some ways that the system, especially the court system, is completely broken. And I hope they figure out a way to tie that up and take care of business with that. So let's get into the gold pills, guys. Thank you so much to Jack Attack for the cookie, Wix Vixen. Thank you so much, Hyrel with the shades. Fire, I was throwing down a can and a cookie. Thank you so much. Eric Superpage with a can SKG with a cookie and Halo Moon. Thank you for the phone, my friend. That really helps out. Martin with a can and 0219. Thank you for the shades, guys. We're at 2,600 gold pills and counting. 20K is that daily goal. Let's keep that rocking and rolling. I super appreciate that, guys. I also still have the firewood donation link, guys, for the new firewood business. The TikTok has really taken off. Been having a lot of fun making videos over there on the other socials as well. So make sure you guys are following me on there. If anyone wants to donate to the firewood donation link directly to the Cash App, that's wood, fuel, equipment, anything going forward with that new business venture that is open on all the platforms, Rumble, Pilled, Kick, X, YouTube, all those places. Thank you all so much for always supporting me, guys. I really appreciate it and all that support. So, guys, I'm ready to dive into all the news. We have day one of ceasefire happenings going like crazy, and it's not going to let you down, guys. We're going to check in on what's going on with Mark Levin. Lindsey Graham's very upset. A lot of people are upset, guys. Trump is seriously considering pulling out of NATO. J.D. Vance is taking the lead on so much of these negotiations, setting him up for a 2028 run, and so much more. So if you guys are ready for it, smash the red pill, keep the gold pills flowing, the stickers flying, all that good stuff, guys. And please give my mods so much love. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
I am officially in the Twilight Zone right now.
I am sick of this shit.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. That's where I'm at.
Would any other American president have ever threatened to wipe out 91 million people? I don't think Reagan did that at the height of the Cold War.
I guess.
Threatening to destroy an entire civilization forever is clearly an act of war.
This is a mega disaster.
That is cataclysmic for the world.
I'm sick of it.
We need a permanent end to Donald Trump's reckless war of choice.
My God, what's it going to take? Trump ending the world?
I can't stand this guy anymore. I can't stand the lies anymore.
Donald Trump lies every single day. Clearly, he's not telling the truth.
Can't he just behave like a normal human?
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep.
Nobody fucks with Donald Trump.
Stupid people.
Get the hell out of here.
Donald Trump does the fucking.
Bye-bye.
Nobody fucks with Donald Trump. Donald Trump does the fucking.
Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold, stay woke. Open up your eyes and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the message. It's the method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass it just to mention. Of anything you might say that passes their defenses, wake up. And don't you dare go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A worldwide awakening, so now run and tell your peace. Woke Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal.
Are you willing to end this conflict with Iran charging tolls for passage through the strait?
Us charging tolls?
Iran.
What about us charging tolls?
Is that something you're considering?
I'd rather do that than let them have them. Right? Why shouldn't we? We're the winner. We won, okay? They are militarily defeated. The only thing they have is the psychology of, oh, we're going to drop a couple of mines in the water, all right? No, we have a concept where we'll charge tolls, okay? I thought you meant us.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Woke Society. It's episode number 1083. It is April 8th, 2026. Welcome to all of our friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube, and of course, my favorite fam over on Pilled.net. Now, you guys see I threw up on the thumbnail here a picture of Donald Trump next to the Easter Bunny, right? Supposedly, I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is what I heard. The person that was in the bunny costume was actually Pete Hegseth. That was coming from a Fox News report, guys. I don't know if that's 100% true or not. But if it is, it's fucking creepy, bro. That is creepy. My goodness. Welcome in, guys. Thank you all for being here. Clean this up a little bit. Everyone at Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube, you know what to do with the like button. Subscribe to the show, all that good stuff. Tell Little Cat thank you over on Pill. Let everyone know ahead of July. Thank you as well. Let's dive into it, shall we? Crazy, 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 man. Thank you to Martin and 029 with the shades. And Swickly says with a can, the bigger the quote influencer, the bigger their lies. Well, it's like I said yesterday, Swickly, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. These guys, they have to shift to some kind of relevancy or shift to basically new foundations of where they're going to launch their content. And for them, they have chosen to take the route of doubt, of blackpilling, of shitting on Trump because of, again, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's got to be a lot of things, but it's not anything that we have done here. Obviously, we have been as consistent as possible for the 8 years that we have done this show. And yesterday was just again one of those days, guys, of just another opportunity, just another way to show you that we are on point on this show, and we do not waver. And if Trump ended up dropping a nuke on Iran, I mean. I would probably, I don't know what I would do, guys. I would probably be like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you kill millions of people? But again, to even cross into that mind of thinking at this point and to think that Trump was actually going to do that, I would say, guys, we are not that low IQ here. That's why I came and fathomed the possibility of even going down that road, even entertaining a thought like that. Passing down not just for myself but also you guys out there. And it's just sad because I feel like if we had the platforms and we were left untouched, talk about an opportunity to really rein in the real MAGA voters, the real MAGA base. I mean, fam, we would be so big. We would be so big. And I do think about that sometimes, guys, but I have no regrets. I'm not a victim of any of that. And I don't know what people are doing. I don't know if people are consuming this content as much as they are. I think they are. I think when Trump got in, it was kind of like we got over the roller coaster ride, and he's in. Everyone can take a deep breath. Now we can just follow it from a distance, let the man cook, let his administration do what we voted for. Because, guys, I mean, politics, I mean, for everything, it's so polarizing. From holidays to friend gatherings, church, like. Even the church that I go to, sometimes they will briefly mention things politically, and I know exactly what they're talking about. I don't know if a lot of other people are picking up on it, but it's just the whole Donald Trump phenomena has touched literally everything in this country, for better or worse. And these people, I don't know if they're burned out. I don't know if they really knew what they were signing up for. All I know is that here we have signed up for to see this through, because I understand. And you guys all understand, we're not going to see another man another president like this ever again, and we get the fucking opportunity to cover this day by day, and people are gonna look back at this time frame like, holy shit, what a time it must have been to be alive during Donald Trump's the entire Donald Trump saga, from his first admin to Joe Biden stealing an election to COVID to Trump almost getting killed to him winning just a historic landslide and everything that followed from that. I mean, what a crazy fucking time, right? What a crazy time. And you're not going to see me or this audience ever put a damper on anything that's going on, unless it is truly warranted. We're not in a cult, you know? Trump fucks up, he fucks up. But we haven't been there yet. And, you know, yesterday was just one of those other big examples, right? Another big example of that. I literally wrote in a post that said, watch Trump prove all these retards wrong again, and look what happens. And I said, just watch it happen in real time. It was 6 hours before Trump made that announcement, and lo and behold, it happened. And the majority of people that I follow and truly respect, everyone was celebrating yesterday. And I said, as soon as the stream went off, I said, watch what's going to happen. None of these people will apologize. They will go on to doom about the next big thing. And that's exactly what they did. They were calling Trump a taco. And all that means is Trump always chickens out. Taco emojis were going over the place. And it makes me hate tacos even more than I already hated tacos. Because I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones, all the clowns, taco emojis all over the place. Trump always chickens out. I'm just like, so I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, are they upset? Are they upset we didn't bomb everybody? I'm confused. Because when we do bomb everybody, it's a problem. When Trump doesn't bomb everybody, it's a problem. It just, that's why I was like, you cannot win. You cannot win with these people. So instead of wasting energy on them, we will mock them. We will call them retards. We will meme them. We will show the world exactly who they are, because they are, in my opinion, guys, worse than the left at this point, have been for months. I think a lot of this is coming from Alexander Dugin, and I think there's a lot of foreign money that's being injected into these podcasts. There's no doubt in my mind that that's happening. And supposedly the DOJ is investigating all this now. And I hope the DOJ fucking exposes their shit for the world to see. Because I'm going to take a giant victory lap. A giant victory. Because you know what's not going to come up, guys, on the 7K checklist, fam? You know what's not going to come up from money from Pakistan or Qatar or a Middle Eastern country? You're not going to see woke size on there. You're not going to see Scott DeGroat on there. I can promise you that. Every penny that I made comes directly from Pilled. Every penny that I made for exclusively now, going into year 3, has come from Pilled.net, an American-made company who's expanding, who's doing fucking awesome. That's where all my money comes from. You guys and the platform. That's it. That is it. And it feels so fucking good. I don't have sponsors. I don't have anybody. So to celebrate, and it gives me the maximum opportunity, and this audience, this maximum opportunity to celebrate these amazing wins. And we're not going to take ourselves out of that. Why would we? We're watching history being made right now. And we should be celebrating it. It's fucking America, guys, and we're back. And we're back. So Pete Hegseth did some commentary, gave a breakdown this morning of everything that went down. Because as you guys probably saw and understand, as soon as this big victory came for Trump, CNN dropped a bullshit story about Iranians' 10 points of basically of what they're demanding. And it was phrased as if Trump signed off on it. And immediately, guys, it looked like some Nigerian wrote up on a fucking typewriter on a piece of white paper and typed it up on their little, 60s, 50s typewriter, put it out for the world, and CNN's like, look at this news, this is what Trump agreed to, oh my God, this is terrible, and I'm like, do people really believe this shit anymore? But it's used to muddy the waters. It was used to absolutely dampen Trump's win. And guys, again, like, what's infuriating to me about so much of where we're at right now, and like thinking about our forefathers, our 250th birthday with everything happening right now, man, oh man, it's just like, sometimes I wish we were in those days, because I can tell you right now, what the media has become and has been for a while now, this is no secret, but what they continue to fucking do, and completely unchained, is fucking treason. It is straight up treason. And they keep getting away with it. They keep getting sued. They keep getting these giant lawsuits against them from Trump. Trump takes their money, puts it into his library. And they continue to keep doing it. And over again. And it's like, again, like, when I see these people do this shit, it infuriates me as an American. It infuriates me because most countries, if not all countries, would not tolerate this shit. They would not allow this to go on. And it's just like, it's not going to be taken care of in Trump's administration. That's for damn sure. There's a ton of other things that are going to get done. But anyways, here's Pete Hegseth giving a breakdown of what's going to continue to happen as this unfolds with Iran. Here we go. Day one, guys, ceasefire.
Together with our Israeli partners, America's military achieved every single objective. On plan, on schedule, exactly as laid out from day one. Iran's Navy is at the bottom of the sea, whether it's the Soleimani class, their frigate class, their prized drone aircraft carriers, submarines, mine layers, sunk. Iran's Air Force has been wiped out. Iran no longer has an air defense, any sort of a comprehensive air defense system. We own their skies. Their missile program is functionally destroyed. Launchers, production facilities, and existing stockpiles depleted and decimated. And almost completely ineffective. Iran shot hundreds and hundreds of missiles and one-way attack drones at our aircraft carrier. They were obsessed with it, and they never got even close. Every single one of those shots easily shot down miles and miles away from the Abe Lincoln. They were blowing ammo into Fantasyland.
Into Fantasyland as they continue to go. Absolutely. And as far as what we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be staying. America is going to continue to stay out there to make sure that this continues to happen. This ceasefire, which is going to give the time to get this peace deal done and underway.
We'll be hanging around. We're not going anywhere. We're going to make sure Iran complies with this ceasefire and then ultimately comes to the table and makes a deal. So we'll stay put, stay ready, stay vigilant. As the chairman laid out, our troops are prepared to defend, prepared to go on offense, prepared to restart at a moment's notice with whatever target package would be needed in order to ensure that Iran complies. As far as the Strait, you saw the initial agreement that was struck, which is Iran's letting ships go through. So there'll be that will be happening. They will be sailing. And ultimately, as the president, I mean, we've done an incredible job militarily inside the Strait of Hormuz. What Admiral Cooper, I failed to mention Admiral Cooper's name. He's done a phenomenal job along with everybody at AFCENT and ABCENT and ARCENT and all the components down there, laying the groundwork for Iran. Iran doesn't have the same ability to defend it the way they did before. And so as the president has pointed out to the rest of the world, we barely get any of our energy out of the Strait. Just a tiny fraction. It's time for the rest of the world to step up and ensure that that stays open after President Trump and the War Department brought Iran to the place where they are voluntarily opening it right now, as was announced last night. Yes.
So that's the plan, guys. We're basically going to be babysitters out there at this point while this all gets figured out and negotiated diplomatically between what's Trump's going to definitely have a hand in it, but it's going to be J.D. Vance and Rubio again, the tag team duo, magic duo that they've been this entire time. And that's going to continue to happen. Hegseth went on to go say that we've killed their supreme leader, dead. Supreme National Security Council Secretary, dead. Supreme Leader Office Advisor, dead. Military Office Chief, dead. Defense Minister, dead. IRGC Commander, dead. Armed Forces General Staff Commander, dead. Intelligence Minister, dead. Navy Commander, dead. IRGC Intel Chief, dead. Now, I just want to bring something up, guys, because it's hilarious to me how fucking stupid these people are on the other side, and even the woke right. Can you imagine if another country came into the United States, took out Ratcliffe, took out Trump's cabinet people, took out Hegseth, took out the generals, took out Tulsi Gabbard, flying around our skies for 7 hours untouched. They go and pick some random state. I don't know. Could be like, let's just say Alabama. We shoot down one of their planes. It crashes. 2 pilots are stranded. Iran comes into our airspace, builds a secret base in Alabama, lands in Alabama, and then gets their guys out, and then blows up their equipment with a big fuck you on the way out to America. And would you still have anyone, would anyone sit here and honestly say, well, that wasn't a, that's not a win. They didn't get one up on us. That's how stupid these people are. Guys, I've never seen TDS the worst that it's been at this point. It's the worst that it's been. And we're watching miracles happen here. We're watching work being done at a massive scale. No other president would have even attempted this. This is seriously almost political suicide for most presidents that would attempt to do something like this. Even if Trump did this in the first year, it would have been ballsy. To do this in a midterm year is even ballsier. I don't know why they decided to do it at this point. There must have been some good reasons. But this is the thing, fam, because when that fake list went out yesterday, basically it said that Iran was going to be able to keep their uranium. We're going to be able to basically not really have to give up any of their nuclear shit. And I'm reading this, I'm like, okay. Right off the bat, if you believed every other point in that list, I'm going to show you guys that list in just a moment. If you really think that Trump went in there and did everything that he did, was going to let the Iranians keep the uranium, are you stupid? I'm like, no, this is dumb. This has got to be fake news. And lo and behold, this morning it gets cleared up. Yes, they are going to be removing all that nuclear material, according to P. Hegseth.
This new regime was out of options and out of time, so they cut a deal. They know this agreement means that they will never, ever possess a nuclear weapon. Under the terms, any nuclear material they should have will be removed. Any material, they should not have will be removed. Right now, their dust is deeply buried and watched 24/7 overhead. The president has been clear from the beginning, there will be no Iranian nuclear weapons. Period. Full stop. Other presidents said it. President Trump did it.
And this is why I hate people like Dave Smith and Tucker Carlson's and all that, because their rhetoric right now, the woke right, libertarians, they're all saying, well, what did we win? What did we get out of this? What was the point? What is Trump saying victory for? The regime's still there. The people are under their butcher still. And I'm just like, do people not understand? Did they forget the missile that they launched over to Diego Garcia? Did they not remember how the rest of Europe were shitting their pants just a week and a half ago, realizing that Iran could do that? And the thing is, fam, what I've learned, probably one of the biggest things I've learned doing this and covering this is that these elites that hate us just as much as anyone, they plan decades ahead of time. And when you're running countries, when you're making these boss moves, when you're basically trying to the modern day Game of Thrones, a lot of it comes to geography, a lot of it comes down to choke points, a lot of it comes down to canals, a lot of it is over dominance of trade routes economically, and ends up ultimately being militarily. This is how this is all going here, and what Trump is doing is not thinking about 5 years down the road, not thinking about 10 years down the road. This is decades down the road of security and safety and prosperity for America, and this is what Trump is going to be leaving behind when he's done. The action to take this is now. The fruition of those times comes after. And it's going to be many years after that people realize this. And that is what you call a legacy move. That's a legacy move. We have the foresight to see this now. Majority of the country, guys, will not see it. They're thinking about the now, Instagram now, TikTok now, instant gratification now. Unfortunately, that is what our culture has become, and it's kind of our own fault at the same time. But that is what's happening right now. I see it. I studied history, guys. I love war. I studied so many wars throughout the world. And this is what all these guys do. All these big leaders, kings, generals, wherever you want to name it, doesn't matter where it is. They make these moves to settle scores, to give prosperity to their people, not for 2 years, not for 5 years, for decades, and hopefully generations. That's the whole point of doing this, and this is what Trump's doing now. Because again, when you look at what Trump is trying to control here, it is two of the most pivotal points in trade in the entire world. It is the Panama Canal, which we have kicked China out now, which you saw a big boom boom under a bridge as we were kicking Chinese people out of the docks. Thank you to Marco Rubio. It's the Panama Canal and the Strait of Hormuz. We don't need the Strait of Hormuz for our own political gain, guys, our own financial gain. We don't need their shit. What we do need is for China to get the fuck out and to take back what China has taken all these decades, and for us to remain dominant. Because, guys, it was creeping up. Venezuela, Cuba, Africa, all those trade routes are going through Russia and China. And we were slowly getting strangled. How do you kill America? You strangle them from the outside and you poison them from the inside out without having to fire a single shot. That is the game. With illegals, with this citizen birthright bullshit, where you have Chinese people having children inside this country automatically become citizens, and then they vote for their Chinese predecessors when they get old enough. This is the law, and this is what I'm saying. Like, do people not see the long game that these people play? You cannot be short-sighted in these games, or it'll be the end of your country. Guys, we're only 250 years old. We're a baby. We're a baby. But thank God we have the laws that we do, because we cannot operate the way that we do without those laws and without the Constitution. Are you feeling those patriotic juices, my fam? Are you feeling it? Okay? This is the way that I see the world. You know, and for whatever reason, you know, bitching about it and crying about Trump every day, that's not the sexy thing to do, apparently. So Hegseth gave a masterclass this morning, and guys, I just have to play this clip. I tagged Drunk Pinata. I didn't get to catch his show earlier, but I hope he saw this. P. Hegseth put out a masterclass describing what he was doing, describing where the military is at, answered all the questions. And Lawrence O'Donnell got really, really upset with P. Hegseth because he said the words, "We leave no man behind." And that could be very offensive to women. Fam, we went through 4 years of this shit with with Joe Biden. It just reminds me of like the coverage that we had during the Biden years. It was grueling, guys. It was horrible. Living in a woke DEI world for 4 years, watching our country get destroyed at maximum speed with the open borders, and having these retards running the show. We're just going to go back a minute, guys. This is just too damn funny.
That brilliant rescue was described by the Secretary of Defense and by General Dan Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as a long-standing American military rule of never leaving anyone behind.
We leave no man behind.
That is, of course, the...
That's barely his second clip. And he's like, oh my God. What about the women?
Leave no man behind.
That is, of course, the old school version of the idea back when only men flew American military planes. General Dan Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, put it this way.
We leave no one behind.
The general knows, unlike Pete Hegseth, that could have been a woman they were trying to rescue, and it might be a woman the next time.
Oh my God, guys. I thought this was a meme.
Retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Guys, I really thought this was a meme. It's not. And I just... We are focused. This is, again, the party that can't define a woman. But they are upset. They are upset. Hegseth said, "No man left behind." And they're like, well, look at General Kane. He said, no one left behind. Look at him using those pronouns properly. And Kane, I can guarantee you guys wasn't thinking about that for a fucking minute. Not a minute. And this is what I'm saying, like, I don't know what's going to happen, guys, after Trump, because the TDS is the worst it's ever been. And when Trump finally sails off into the sunset, it's going to leave a giant fucking vacuum of these. It's got to be a mental illness. I'm not even joking. This needs to be deemed a mental illness. And where they're not, it's like, it's going to be like one of those abusive relationships for these people, because I don't think they're going to know what to do when Trump's gone. And without the mean tweets, without Trump going out there and say, praise be to Allah, let's send them straight to fucking hell on Easter, and them going to overdrive about it, what are they going to do? What are they going to do when he's not here? Are they, is this what's going to be left? Do you think their viewers are going to be tuned? Guys, I'm telling you, when Trump is finally done, the media might be dead. The media might actually die for real. Because I really feel like most people that are so rabid with TDS, they only tune in to get their fix on shit like that because it's Trump. It's not going to happen with Vance. Probably never happen with anyone like this again. And I can't wait for it. These people are going to lose their minds when Trump's gone. And I'm going to laugh my ass off. Now, what's very interesting about all this that has transpired here, because I've noticed this too, people are mentioning it to me, saying that, Scott, have you really noticed that JD Vance really hasn't been too vocal about everything going on with Iran? And I did notice that for a while. He has not come out and said anything that was against Trump or any of the messaging, but he's been quiet. He's been very quiet. And there could be many reasons for that. And we found some more insight from the New York Times. This was out yesterday. I thought this was very interesting. New York Times says, quote, nobody in Mr. Trump's inner circle was more worried about the prospect of war with Iran or did more to try to stop it than the vice president. Very interesting. Now, my main theory about this is that Vance does not want to have this being handed off to him as something that's going to take him out of the running in 2028. That's probably the main crux of it. And there could be many other reasons as well with this. What I find interesting, though, is that JD Vance is not going rogue. He has not countered messaged Trump on this. He has not cast doubt on this. He has handled this exactly how you would expect a vice president to handle it. In lockstep with Trump, not going rogue like Joe Kent, burning the place down, having a podcast tour lined up on his way out as he burns it all down to the ground. And Vince Deo said this perfectly, says, yet Vance stayed loyal, supported his boss's decisions, and didn't have a public temper tantrum. And now Vance, apparently the biggest guy in Trump's admin that was against the Iranian war, is now going to be the man that is going to be leading the negotiations and brokering the peace deal. Interesting. This is actually a good illustration of how you maturely navigate politics and handle internal disagreements. He deserves respect for how he handled it. Most people on this platform won't get that because they'd rather blow up years of progress to have a self-aggrandizing virtue signaling moment. Their Rumble podcast and praise from leftists is more important than actually doing the hard work of politics. They don't understand that politics is a team sport, or that you need to have influence over decision makers if you want influence over your decisions. And this is why I've always said, fam, Trump has always honored loyalty. And you will be a winner in Trump's circle when you remain loyal. And if you backstab him, it's going to be the end of you in a very harsh, bad way. And and JD Vance is not an idiot. He fully understands this. In the beginning, probably was a little anxious about doing this. No wars, right? MAGA was all about that. No wars, right? Peace through strength is what brought that on, which is fine. Americans are against the forever war, the occupation wars, the global war on terror, all that shit. JD Vance lived through all that. But now he's going to be the guy that's going to be leading this. And this was confirmed today by Carolyn Leavitt.
I can announce that the president is dispatching his negotiating team, led by the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Witkoff, and Mr. Kushner to Islamabad for talks this weekend. The first round of those talks will take place on Saturday morning local time, and we look forward to those in-person meetings.
So J.D. Vance was just out in Budapest, out in Hungary, living it up with the Prime Minister. And now he is going to be heading over with Steve Witkoff and Kushner to go seal the deal in all this. Trump is obviously behind the scenes making decisions as well. Of course he is. He is not going to be left out of a deal. He's going to be brought in on everything, no doubt about it. But he's giving J.D. Vance the opportunity to, again, get the limelight, to get the political points for the future run. This is all being set up for J.D. Vance right now. There's no doubt. And, when he goes out to Iran, fam, I don't know. It might get a little crazy, and it might look like a little something like this.
Let's go! Please and thank you!
Always please and thank you. So, the fucking
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
It's so retarded. It's so retarded. Thank you to Soffanel. Says ride or die, comfy as fuck right now. Thank you, Soffanel. I appreciate that. LA Martinez says hello, Scott. Tacos are folded. They claim Trump folded. Yeah, it's dumb. After all that, they think Trump folded. It's such a joke. Sean Joe with the triple cookies, guys. We're at 3,617 gold pills, guys. 20K is that daily goal. Let's keep that rock and rolling. Deplorable Farmer, thank you so much for that, Can. And we got the effing doctor says, hey, brother, another win for AJ, 4-0. Beat my old high school today. Well, fuck Valley Central. They got woke anyway, so damn, man. Good for AJ, dude. 4-0. Let's keep crushing, man. Let's get that damn scholarship. Let's get that scholarship, man. Good for him, dude. So, J.D. Vance is out there doing his thing. We're going to hear from him a little bit later in the show. Meanwhile, there is something a-brewing, guys, with NATO, okay? I don't know what's going on, but we are getting not just rumors, not just bullshit signal here. There is some serious talks that Trump is putting out there that they are just going to walk away from NATO. And what's interesting, because while J.D. Vance is out going to be doing this peace deal with Iran with Kushner and Witkoff, what has Rubio been up to? Has he been out in Cuba? What is that dude doing? Because we know he has 500 jobs. Well, Rubio was out with the NATO general, Mark Rutte. What was he doing here?
Morning.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you coming. Secretary, will you guys be sending the negotiators to Islamabad on Friday? Thank you. Secretary.
Media starts asking questions. There is no answers.
Islamabad on Friday? Thank you. Secretary, according to the New York Times, you pressed early on for the goal of Iran to destroy the missile program. Has that happened?
I don't know what happened with the Joe Biden moment there. I have no idea. So, all we know is that Rubio went and met with the head of NATO. It's all smiles for the cameras. Questions are being thrown from the media. And no one knows what was being discussed. None of it. We don't know what came out of it. We have no idea. But what I can tell you is, guys, is that the signal coming out of the White House is that Trump is ready to pull the trigger. And What's really interesting me about this, guys, because we've been talking about now for months the London angle and all this, the old guard who really is behind the scenes here with the nonsense that has been really strangling America, you know, our quote oldest ally. Guys, I can't think of anything more than on our 250th birthday to give not just NATO but the UK, Starmer, a giant fucking middle finger on her 250th birthday, guys. And don't forget, the king is on his way. I don't remember exactly. It's happening this month. The King of England is on his way to visit Trump here in America. And fam, I'm just putting it out there now. If I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I would bet we are going to be out of NATO before July 4th. Okay? Because the symbology behind that of the 250th anniversary, the American Revolution, Trump is going to make a huge deal of it. Obviously, we get fucking Donald Trump as our president, the 250th birthday. Can you guys imagine if it was Kamala Harris? Oh my God! I mean, just fucking shoot me in the face. We have Starmer out here, and this is outside of all the geopolitics. I literally showed you guys in the news blitz that their dragon ship, whatever the fuck it's called, it's more of a pussy ship at this point. Starmer sent one destroyer out to Iran after we already won. Trump said thanks but no thanks, and it didn't even make it out there because it had technical issues and had to go back with its tail tucked between its legs. The pussy ship had to turn around and dock for technical issues. And I showed you guys that video of the British defense minister where the media guys just asking, well, how many operational ships do we have? What do we have here? And he couldn't even answer it. Didn't even know what ships were being maintenance, what ships were operational. They had no idea. And I'm like, sitting here like, and we're all, as Americans that are awake, sitting here like, why the fuck are we protecting these people? They can't even protect themselves with what they already have. Why are our soldiers over there protecting these people, and they just gave us a giant middle finger? Europe's attitude towards America has been this for decades. That's what I'm saying. Fuck Europe. Why are we a part of this? And apparently Starmer came out today and wanted to make a big deal and basically say, hey, we made this peace deal essentially go through. Starmer actually taking credit himself for bringing the ceasefire. Man, this is we'll see what Trump does, but this might be the last thing that Trump's going to handle with this. Here we go.
Okay, welcome along. Look, we are potentially expecting a live press conference between President Trump and Mark Rutte, the leader of NATO. However, that might have been thrown into doubt because it appears that President Trump is discussing the possibility of America withdrawing entirely from NATO. We will obviously bring you the details on that as we get it. But Keir Starmer is patting himself on the back over a ceasefire he had nothing to do with.
There's work to do. It's early days. There is a real sense, I think, of relief. You could feel it at the base here in Saudi Arabia. For 39 days, they've been acting in our collective self-defense. You can feel the relief. But what they want to know, what people in the United Kingdom want to know, who will share that relief, is that this needs to be permanent. And it's our job to work with other countries in the region, not only on the cessation of hostilities, but also on opening the Strait of Hormuz.
I mean, no one's taking him seriously. Putin has literally just sailed a warship through the channel, escorting sanctioned Russian oil tankers because he knows that Keir Starmer's going to do nothing about it. So there's that, isn't there? But what ceasefire? Is there even a ceasefire?
You look at the UK's own media. No one takes him seriously. He just said it. Putin just rolled right through your fucking backyard with sanctioned ships, knowing you ain't gonna do shit, Starmer. You ain't gonna do shit.
I mean, no one's taking him seriously. Putin has literally just sailed a warship through the channel, escorting sanctioned Russian oil tankers because he knows that Keir Starmer's going to do nothing about it. So there's that, isn't there? But what ceasefire? Is there even a ceasefire?
And this motherfucker and I know Trump's going to see this. This motherfucker said we, as if the UK was part of this, made these deals.
What is the purpose of your visit here in the Gulf? What kind of influence do you think you can have?
Well, we've just reached this ceasefire, which is both welcome and I think there'll be...
We just reached this ceasefire. Excuse me, Starmer. So this dude's out in Saudi Arabia right now. I guess to what? Show face? To show face? What are you doing, Starmer? We? No. The United States, you pussy.
Just reached this ceasefire, which is both welcome and I think there'll be a sense of real relief. There certainly is across the region and for the United Kingdom.
Notice he does not bring up the United States not fucking once. Yeah, I've never seen our oldest ally, the relations with these guys, at the lowest it's ever been. If there was ever a time for Trump to give these people the biggest fuck you that we could ever have in decades, on our 250th birthday, now's the time. Karen Levitt came out today and was talking that there is serious consideration that Trump is going to pull out. And I can tell you right now, you know, I know the NATO guy. He literally called Trump daddy at Davos. He is going to do everything he possibly can to obviously keep America in it. I don't know if that's going to work. They're going to have to. I mean, I just don't see Trump staying at this point simply for the fact that he already said we won't forget, and Trump caving in some kind of way to stay in there. There might be some kind of deal with them, guys. I don't know what NATO could give the United States at this point that'd be of value for us to stay in, because I don't think they have it. What could NATO possibly give the United States? When we have our soldiers stationed at all these countries, Australia, South Korea, Japan, you name it, and they just sat there. We asked for minesweepers, and they just sat there. What are they going to do? What can they do? So you got Rubio there, and then supposedly him and Trump spoke today. Exactly, Red Billy. Were they really ever our allies? And clearly not. And Starmer is got to be the fucking worst prime minister that we've ever seen in the UK. I mean, this motherfucker had the balls to even bring up the fact that they had any part in what we did. And also Israel. We gotta give them credit. Israel, as much as they fucking pissed me off, Israel helped us out as well. It was a joint effort. So that's going to be interesting to see, guys. We're going to see how that plays out. Now, what has been the fallout, guys, since this whole ceasefire has been established? Any ceasefire that we have covered, guys, has been messy. It's been very messy. And yesterday and this morning, it didn't get any less messier. The fake news is flying. We're going to dive into it now. Get into what was true, what wasn't true, and give you guys exactly what's going on. And why I keep telling you guys, don't pay attention to words so much coming out of any of these countries. Watch the actions. The actions will actually tell you they're the actual signal. Watch out for the noise. But before we do that, best part of the show, guys, coming up. We're going to do that over on pill.net right now. Right meow. So over on Kick, Rumble, YouTube, X, thank you all for joining as per usual. Let's get over to pill.net exclusively as we always do. Like, share, subscribe on all the platforms that you're on, and then immediately come over to Pill, guys, to the links that have been shared out by my mods. Super easy. Sign up. DLive is dead. They're no longer, fam. Why would you want to support big tech? Rumble sucks cock. They're terrible. Come join pill.net. We're literally pumping out updates. Looks like almost every other day. It's fantastic. We'll see you guys on over there. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, my friends.